Gonna set this up real quick. Gonna see what's going on over on YouTube. Whoa, got way too much going on over here. The worst part, really. Here, let's do this. Let's see what's going on. I should be live out here. Look at that, I got a live stream. Let's copy a share link. Let's share this out on Facebook. Hanging out live. Should share that, right? Uh-oh. Ah, that didn't work. Hold on a second. I thought I was sharing a... There we go. I could have did it the other way, I guess. Probably would have been better. That's all right. We got it. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. I'm going to actually put this in a couple of places out here. I'll even put one on Leland Best Live. All right. That should do it. Cool. I'm going to be doing this other ways in the future, but I wanted to get this out real quick. So let me get on the page. There it is. Perfect. So I can see the chat now. Actually, I'm not going to move that though. I'll try to leave this live so I can see what's going on. That way you guys know what I'm doing. I see what I'm doing. All right, cool. That should be good. So what I'm going to do today, so I just want to take you guys through a few things. So I'm going to shut. Okay. All right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Leland Best at Best Studios. And I am going to put together, or Best AI TV, whatever you want to call us. Best AI TV is just kind of a show out on YouTube. If you don't know me from Best AI Podcast, make sure you stop by on Wednesdays at noon out here on YouTube, where we talk with a bunch of us just to see what's going on in AI. I saw something. I'm going to bring this up on the screen, and I have had problems in the past with screen sharing on YouTube and having it work the way it should. It usually bombs out on me. Let me make sure I should have my audio coming out just fine. Yeah, I did hear it earlier. Okay, so I'm going to do a screen share after I get to where I want to be. Because I saw somebody in one of the groups that I'm in. So I'm going to take you over there for a minute. It's a zebra cat group on school. And hopefully this will be able to... It's really cool because I'm going to kind of go over why I'm here. That's not the screen I wanted. I'm sharing the right screen? I think I'm sharing the wrong screen. All right, hold on a second. Let's share the right screen. Screen 2 over there. Okay. So now you should see in a second. Let's see what we got. I'm looking at the Zoom screen. Okay, that was the first one. Now it's going to flip. I guess I could have left it over there. That's what I don't like about Zoom sometimes. That's why I don't use Zoom. Okay, so I'm over in a community here. Let's get to the right one. In the ZebraCat AI community. Now, ZebraCat is an app that I use on a regular basis to make videos. And I'm going to actually show you guys a couple of ways that I do this in a minute. But someone in here had made mention, and ZebraCat, by the way, just got nominated to the Golden Kitty Awards for 2025, so I'm kind of cool about that. Pink Marshmallow, who's one of like the lead broadcasters out here when it comes to setting things up. All right, let's see. I'm trying to find where my post was now. I might have to go back. Let me check my email for a second. I think it came in the last run. I had left a word for everybody. Thought it was one of these. Maybe it was this one. Oh, that was the Golden Kitty Awards. Right here. Here we go. So I'd left a note because someone had asked. What she was doing was going through a workflow. I think this is a female, I'm guessing. But what she's trying to do is use all these animation tools, okay, and she's using BoostSpace or Make to try and put together a workflow so that she can create this is what she'd like to do. She says right here, she'd like to enter her initial idea on a project management platform or Google Sheet. And once a new row is added, let the AI take inspiration from that. And then, no, Bendy, no, stop. No, Bendy, stop. No. Give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you. Okay, one. Stop bringing him in the house. Good job. Okay, one of those moments in time when your cat decides to bring a dead bird in the house. Okay, not the first time people have done this, I'm sure. So let's get back to where I was. Gotta love a beautiful video just completely destroyed. Let's try this. So this video is for Pink Marshmallow over at the ZebraCat AI community. If you saw my post, Pink, I'm Leland Best from Best Studios. So I'm just going to make this video real quick for you. Hopefully this will work out for us. You had requested that you were struggling with getting your initial idea into a project management platform or Google Sheet. And then once the new row was added, you would let your AI take inspiration from that and write the story. And then put that in the next column. Doesn't seem to work for you. You're using Straco, I'm not sure what that is. You have Make inside BoostSpace. So what I think you're going to want to do here, we're going to switch up here in just a second. I mentioned that I build these all the time, and in ways that we're going to do this, we're going to pull from another build that I did, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to head over to Make. And I'm going to grab one of my builds here. And I'm going to show you what you could do with that. And honestly, I think the easiest way to do this, and I mentioned a Google form. The reason I say that is because Google Forms is really good. Let's just go to Google Sheets for a minute. She'd mentioned Google Sheets. So a good way to do this is to actually go to Google Forms first, okay? Create a new form, and when you do so, you're going to add a sheet to it because you want to be able to save the responses, but you want to build the sheet first. So in this case, I might want to create a form that allows me to enter an idea for video script. Let's say, yeah, let's do that. Because I want to do this in a certain way. All right, and save the idea and the response. I'm going to generate using an AI workflow to the same Google Sheet. Okay, I'm just going to put it in simple form. I'm just trying to make it easy. So the AI is going to take over for a minute. Zip, zip, zip. Video script idea submission form, your name, your email address, video script idea. Okay, so we don't need some of this stuff. We can use this. So I am going to use this form. However, I don't need the name. This is just not required. I'll take that out. Email address will deliver the script if I wanted to do it that way. At least this way it saves the email that if I want to send it to that, it could. So I am going to use a long answer text. All right, so I'm going to use a required here. This is obviously required, so we're going to make a required there. And then as far as the responses go, let's not worry about access management right now. We're going to link to sheets. So we're going to create a new spreadsheet, video script idea submissions. It's going to go ahead and create it based on the name of the form. Okay, so note how right away we get the timestamp, the email address, and the video script idea. Now, in this case, it's giving you the header bars with the drop downs, which is fine. What I would like to do is add the video script here as another column, because what we're going to do is we're going to go obtain the script and then we're going to save it back to the spreadsheet so that it's, we're going to create the script with the idea and then come back and create the spreadsheet. So in this case, I'm going to go to my scenarios and let's just find a quick like webhook post. Let's find my summation bot. So here's a sum bot that I created. And what this does basically is it allows me to take any item in a new record, okay, and I'm going to change this out, and then it summates it using perplexity. So similar concept. So let's just go back. We're going to create a new one. I'll start from scratch. So let's say I create a new scenario. Okay, we want to deal with Google Sheets, so we're going to watch new rows to open when we do this, all right? So when we do this, we're going to go search for the Google path in our API, so we're going to have to connect our API. We're going to search from my drive. We're going to check a file here. We're going to look for the one we were just talking about. So this would be the video script idea submission form. It's going to show me the sheet name. So I'm going to go with form responses 1, I believe is the one that we came up with. Form responses 1 is the tab. Yeah. So we're going to head back over here. We're going to take form responses 1. Table contains headers. Yes, it does. So the row is A, and max number of results, we're going to be working with this just one at a time. So that should be good, but what we're going to do is we're going to run this. We're just going to run them all. I'm going to save that. And we're going to run it so that we can see what we end up with. So we should have a format now where we can get in here and actually save the headers. Okay. So what we're going to want to do is enter the data. Okay, we're good to go there. So let's go to the video. Let's move this over here, actually. Let's split the screen. All right, here we go. So in this case, what I'm going to do on the form is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the questions. I'm going to enter an email. Well, we need to go to the form here, so I need to actually publish it. Anyone with the link? I'm going to manage that, but in a minute. So it's now published. Got it. I can go to the form. I believe right here. No, that's not it. It's right here. So here's the form. And I'm going to enter my email address at Best Studios. And I'm going to give a video script idea. So girl walking in a park with a dog. Okay, just a simple idea. Submit that. And what's going to happen is the video script idea, anyway, should that work? Should it? Oh, that's not the right link, is it? That's preview mode. Okay, so we have one here. No, it's not the right link, because if I reload this, there's not going to be anything there. Okay, so this should be the right one. Girl walking a dog through a park. Okay, and we're going to submit that. There we go. Okay, so now we get a date and an email address and a video script title name, or at least an idea. This is just to know that we're connecting to the form, to the spreadsheet, and then what we're going to do is now connect that here by simply running this first mode, and it's going to go collect what was there. So it sees here, Best Studios, a girl walking a dog through a park. So row number 2 would obviously be the first row that it's picking up because the header is in row number 1. So now that we have the data, what are we going to do with that? Okay, we just have an idea. So the video script idea is one component. So what we kind of want to do is have OpenAI, in this case, let's just use, for an example, because this is what I would normally do, we're going to create a chat completion. And the way we're going to do that is connect to our OpenAI account. And we're going to select a model. In this case, I'm just going to use O1 Mini. And what I'm going to ask the chat LLM to do, so I'm just going to add a message. Okay. I'm going to act as a user or an assistant in this case. It's fine. The textual content that I'm going to use is based on the idea. Okay, so this is the video script idea. I'm just going to drop that in there right away because I'm going to tell the AI acting as, so I'm going to give it a role, acting as a video producer. All right, maybe even a video script producer. Create a short 1-minute video script based on this idea and format an outline with side notes and stage references that could be used to generate a 3D animation video. Okay, so that's it. That's all I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna actually move this. I didn't quite get that where I want it. Based on this idea. Oops. Idea. Did I get it in there? I slopped it in there a little bit. Based on this idea. There we go. I gotta get that space out of there. And I should probably spell out, get out of there. I'm trying to get that out of the way. That should not be such a pain in the butt. I just want to make sure this is 1 minute. All right, so we're going to save that. And kind of move over a little bit. So now we're going to let it go out, gather that. We're going to go ahead and run it, see what happens. Okay, the video script idea C was still saved here. It looks like it's not going to take, so I would have to run the whole thing again, which is fine. I'm going to save that. I'm going to run the test real quick. Boop, boop, boop. It should run out and grab it. Oh, I got to watch for a new row, so it would wait for a new row to show up. In this case, no new row was added. So we would start with a new entry. And in this case, I could just copy this entire row. Let's say copy, and it should fire this if I run this. And I keep it like active all the time. Let's say I run it on demand. I save it. on demand. If I just copy that line over to the next line, it should go ahead and fire the feed, because when I enter this, that's a new row being added, okay? And when it does, see if it does, which it should. If it doesn't, I can just run it with the new line. Now it's going to go out to ChatGPT, and it's going to try to produce a video script, a minute long, based on the simple idea that I typed in the form. Now this could take a minute because there's not much information there. The more information I give it, the better. Obviously, if I want to give somewhat of a theme of a story, then I could do that, and then it would give ChatGPT a little more to go on, and it would take less time for the script to be produced. But let's just see what it came up with. And you'll find that in the bundle output under choices, number 1, message. And under the content, you'll find what we have here. And there's the script. So this script could then be taken. Let's just copy this script out. And, well, let's not. Let's go to the next step, which is what she was looking to do. And that's simply to add back in or update a row, because in this case, I actually want to update the last row that was used. So I'm going to use the same search path. In this case, I want to use the same spreadsheet. And basically the same sheet. Yes, it contains headers. And where do I want to put it? Timestamp, email address, video script idea, right here under video script. So I simply have to drag the component under choice, message, content, which is the script. And this way, this picked up a few of my clicks before it got there. So I want choice, message, content, which is right here. And then I'm going to save that. Save it. I should be able to save that. Why is it lagging? Okay, something's dogging on me. Doesn't seem to want to save that. Oh, row number. Okay, so in this case, what I want it to do is grab the last row number. Okay, in this case, it was whatever row it was watching, so we want to make sure we do grab the right row number so that it matches the previous row. And that should work. Okay, so now if we run this one, we would need the row number, obviously, for the update, which it might not take. Let's just see if this will work. Take row number 3 and just run it. See if it actually works. It probably won't. Yeah, see, it didn't have an output. So what we'll do is we'll go one more time here. Take these, just copy them down as though someone filled out the form. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Oh, did it make it? Oh, couldn't have. There we go. Okay, so back into row 4 now. We're going to drop it, paste it, hit enter, as though it's an entry. That should be an entry. And now we can simply run it, and it'll run through the prompt for the next entry in the stack, and it should drop the script here. It may drop it in the first row, but I'm not sure which row it's picking up, so we'll see here in a second. So that's why we test these. Okay, so we'll give it a minute to create that prompt. We have one from the last one, which we already lost. So there we go. And it actually dropped it, looks like, in the next line down, didn't it? So let's make sure, what line did it put it in? Okay, put it in row number 4. And that was based on the fact that it picked up the last one in row number 4, which it is, because yeah, that would be the right row, wouldn't it? Oh, but did it add it? Okay, so I'm freaking out, I'm missing something here. It looks like it just had it and then it deleted it. That was so weird. Was it because I was in the file? Wow, that's a trip. Okay, I was not expecting that. That kind of wigged out on me, didn't it? Because it did put it in updated row 1. It took it from row 4, updated row 1, it says. At any rate, it didn't update any of these. It was supposed to. Let's take a look at this in full frame. Oh, well, that's interesting. I don't like this new header style that Google's using now either. I'm not a fan. Okay, but you get the idea. So let's just go back to the other submission. Shrink this down. I'm not sure why it dumped on me, but let me put it here for a second. Let me snap it if I can. There we go. I don't need that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's just try and run this again with row one. I'm going to take these out. Maybe it's because of the way I did it. Let's save this again. And I'm just going to go with row one and I'm going to run it on demand. So it should grab the first row. Oh, what did I get? Maybe I got nothing. Okay, because that's watching new rows. So it's not a new row. Let's just go ahead and paste in a new one. Copy. Paste. Run. And now this will pick up the second row. Shouldn't it? Oh, no. Choose where to start. Let's just go with row one. All right, here we go. Now this should drop it in the first column. There we go. Okay, now I'm not going to flinch here. I must have did something wrong last time. So you see here how it's taking it into column in row two, and it filled in the space that we needed. So that's the easiest way to build a script using a simple generator inside Make. Hope that helps. All right. There are other ways that can be done as well that we use AI LLMs and backend builds like N8N or our own flow builders where we can do the same principle with different webhooks. So it really depends on what system you're using and how you're going to connect on the back end as to how you're going to use this to generate scripts like this. So let's just see if this script actually works. Let's take the script. All right, I'm going to go back for a second because if it doesn't work, obviously, what's the sense of using it? So I'm just going to copy the whole cell out in this case and see if this script actually works for what we want it to do, right? So I'm going to head over to ZebraCat, where we're going to craft the video. Let's just make this full screen. I'm going to log into my account. And I'm going to create a quick video, like a sketch video, let's say, so that it's easy to determine how it's going to work here. So I'm going to create a video using a custom format that I'm going to make myself. I'm going to call this pencil, pen, and pencil, charcoal, pen, and ink. Okay. I like that style because I want like a gritty sketch art with various gradients, stipple, hatch, and shading. So I want to be able to get all that. And if I preview that, what that'll do is it'll give me a little detailed image of what it is I'm trying to do, because it's going to think with the AI to determine what kind of video is it I'm trying to make. And it might take a minute for it to determine that based on what I told it, and also with a little bit of a delay that I have here. But we'll see what it does. Seems to be taking its own sweet. By the time this should have been done in like 30 seconds. I'm not sure why this is taking so long. Looks like it kind of got stuck. So we'll just go to, yep, I didn't get to, there. There's the save style. Pencil, charcoal, pen, and ink. And I could add pencil pastel because these are my art style. Okay, this is what I'd love to work with. Let's go with that. I'm going to save that. So that's the image style it's going to use. I'm going to go to the next step. Please define a style. I'm sorry. Next step. And in this case, I'm going to use the script. Okay, so I have a voiceover script or I have a prompt. Let's go with the prompt as this script. So this is like, it's got all the stuff about it, but it's more of the stage references, exactly what it needs to say and do, what the introduction is, but nothing about the words that are going to be used. So we're going to stick with consistency in characters. We're going to go with let's go with the large format, 16 by 9. We're going to make this, since it was a 1 minute video script, it says 2, because it's kind of self-determining here, but I'm going to go with 60 seconds. I'm going to use my wife's voice, and I'm going to set let's see, this is kind of a playful, so let's go happy or playful because this is a child in the park. Music enabled, so we'll throw some music into it, and a brand kit if I wanted to. We can determine this by several different brand kits that we've established over some of these, but these aren't really imperative to what we're doing right now, so I'm just going to use my DJ brand that I've been using for some of my, well, actually, no, let's create a new one. Yeah, in this case, let's create a new brand kit. So I'm going to make one here called AI. Well, I could use the best AI TV one. Let's just do that for now. So with the brand kit, I'm just going to throw it under best AI TV since I'm doing it this way. We're going to jump on here. It's going to determine a script based on the prompt that I gave it. So here are 3 types of scripts I can use. Ever felt the joy of a sunny park walk? Ever dreamt of a perfect day in the park? Imagine a sunlit park entrance where nature's beauty welcomes you. Emma and her playful golden retriever Max. What are these? Emma and her golden retriever Max. Emma and her golden retriever Max. Okay, so I'm going to go with 3 because I like the way it starts just right off the bat. So I'm going to select this one. It's only, this is actually the length, not the lengthiest. And maybe I would go with the lengthiest story. Because you see here 930 words, 660 words, 818 words. Okay. So I'm gonna go with the medium one. I'm gonna generate a video. And that's it. That's all I have to do. I sit back and wait. So I hope that gives people an idea. Now if I had access to the API of ZebraCat, what I could do is simply come in here. Hey, what's going on? What do we got, Mr. Social Commerce 2025? Yeah, what we're doing, Aaron, let me just give you an idea. And part of the problem with the automation sequence that you're requesting right now is that Suno doesn't have an API. And this is what I'm doing right now is I'm actually showing you how to utilize an API from the backend on Google to access features within the Google infrastructure to be able to move data around from one app to another. Though, if you noticed, I didn't move data in an automation from Google Sheets, the script that I wrote, to the video generator. And the problem being, again, this is an app that was built on APIs, so they're not giving us access to their backend APIs. Now, there is a Suno API that I showed you. It's a third-party API, but the only purpose it grants you is the ability to create videos using your Suno account. And it used to be people were hacking it and getting them for free because it wasn't attached to any particular account. They've since fixed that. So if you see any videos about downloading videos or creating videos on Suno with automations, that was months ago. And now they've locked that API so that people cannot access it for free. And if you do use it, it actually removes credits from your account each time you generate a new song with it. So in that essence, it gets a little tricky. Oh, we have a break. So the only reason this broke is because maybe it didn't understand the principle behind the prompt. Okay, that's one thing that could have happened. So let's just go back to create the video again. I'm going to do the custom. I'm going to do this. I'm going to jump back in. Was the prompt too much? Let's just paste the prompt in there again. I'm going to kind of take out some of this garbage here because there's a lot of, oh yeah, it was over the max 1,000 characters. That's why I didn't even notice that. So story style, let's go fantasy. All right. And then I just want to make, if 1,000 words is our limit, let's see, 1 minute. I want to get rid of some of this stuff. I don't think I need a lot of the stage reference. I'm just trying to find, we'll take some of the visuals. This is one thing I need to talk to him about, is being able to open this window up. So that's one thing you cannot do. All right, I want to get rid of some of the side notes. We're down to 3,500, more side notes. I'll go with the stage preferences because I want to see if it can interpret those. Okay, I got about 2,000 to take out. I'll try to get these side notes out of here. I'm going to leave the references for that. So you get the idea. It's a little bit of work sometimes. You got to go through this stuff. I'm sure you know, Aaron, when you're working with song files and stuff, you kind of got to play around with this stuff too. Let's see. So yeah, we'll have to determine what we're going to do there. And again, I was kind of making this on another presence, a different issue. But storyboard, I'm going to get rid of that. Ooh. This is what makes it difficult to edit these things. All right, there's still 1,000 characters that it wants me to remove from this mix. Now, I could probably get rid of the overall format and outline, and actually some of the timing. Let's see, stage references, visuals. Honestly, we could probably go real easy. I'm going to take out some of this bottom stuff here. Where's all, there it is. I want the production notes out of there. We don't need all this stuff. That's still a lot. Look at all this stuff. Overall format and outline. This is what I would like to take a look at. That's probably all I need right there. You know what? Let's just do that. I don't need sound effects. I don't need stage references. Kind of like that. I like that. I don't need the scenes particularly. So I'm going to go up through here. Get rid of a lot of this until I get to 1,000. I know it's a minute. I don't need that. I don't need that per se. Visuals, visuals, visuals. That should have been enough, I think. Jeez. And yet there's still 1,400 characters. Doesn't seem like I had that much. But we'll see. Hold on a second. I don't need the scene. Don't need that. See, this is too much work. Let's get rid of the tracking shot. No. I don't need this. Man, you know what? I want to try and do it easily. I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to start with the first visuals and end with that. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So we'll run that. Let's see what we get. And then I'll show you how this works. But basically, the idea is if you've got to sit down and create a script, now the last one I actually created a script and it just didn't work because I think it was too long. So we got 816 mixed the towering trees and an enchanted forest. We'll go with that. I like that idea. And again, you can edit these any way you want once they're generated. So even though we have the script, it was rewritten as a prompt and then generated as a new script. Now, I could go in and change the way the wording of the GPT completion step is. So that would mean heading back here to make, where I would change this to be something a little more representative of maybe a written language script rather than a director script. So in this case, I'm acting as a video producer. I wanted a short-minute video script with, okay, I asked for the side notes, the stage references, and everything else. Now let's say I just wanted to change that up on that and format an outline. Let's not do an outline. Let's do, well, yeah, let's just do an outline. An outline prompt that could be used to generate a, oh, I spelled that right, 3-minute 3D animation video. Okay. And maybe that'll even be better. So let's just save that and we'll run it again here in a second. Oh, it broke again. Got an error while processing your project. Okay, well then there's probably a bad concept when it comes to building that script. So let's just try again. And the way we're going to do that, let's go here. I'm going to send another response, and we're going to watch what happens this time. So here it is. It's still running. I'm going to have to run it once I enter the data. So again, girl walking through a park. I'm going to submit. It's going to create a new entry. If this is the right one, no, that's preview mode. A girl walking a dog through a park. All right, submit, head over to make. We're gonna fire it. It's gonna get the new feed. It's gonna go and create the script. And then over in, well, we don't have that showing up now, but we could. We can just come over here and go back to the responses where we'll see that come in here in just a second. It'll be the same response which we received. We can view that in Sheets. And then we'll see the new prompt come in with the new script. So this is the new one. And in this case, yeah, this is a little better. Not quite what I was expecting, but close. So we'll take this one this time. This is more of a, and what I should probably also do is limit it to the length that I need. Yeah, this created the scenes and everything, so let's just copy that over. And believe me, if I had a better way of doing this, I would. Let's go back here and try this again with just a script, okay? And maybe if I do it, let's do an AI image video. We're going to do a custom pixel art. The prompt this time, I'm going to do a script input. Now this is a voiceover script. See, that's not the kind of script I want. I need the prompt script, so I'm going to do that again. Even though that's 6,000 characters. What the? All right, let's try something else. I'm getting way too big of a script for what we're trying to do here. Let's just change this down to, let's make this like a 500 word script. Okay. Format a prompt that could be used to generate a 3D animation video. Or do we want the script? Yeah, let's do and format a voiceover script that could be used to generate. Let's do it that way. And let's see how that works. So same concept, back to the beginning. I'm just going to do this again. Let's just copy this idea over. Actually, I should be able to run it. It should work. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And we'll get a new submission here. And when we do, we'll see what we get. All right, what's that one look like? Yeah, see, this is a little better. It's a little more geared toward what maybe we want, but I think it's still too big, too long. Let's see, delete all that, enter this one. See, that one's 2,579. Let's just see if it'll take it. I want to see if it'll take the prompt and write a script from it. Yeah, I mean, maybe. We'll see if it works this time. All right, let's see what you got, dude. Lots of poking and testing. Recently getting into the live stream chat interaction style of watching YouTube. Much more fun to engage. Yeah, I like it this way. Let's see. Bots and tags the headers to segment the logic. Oh, yeah. That's basically how it breaks down, Aaron. When it comes down to teaching a bot how to do things, it's really all about the data and where you segment the data. And in most cases, it's easiest to work in tables. So I'll tell you one thing that I do to kind of visualize that. I use an app called AI Table, which is very similar to Airtable. If you want to get something like this going, that's up to you. But basically, what this allows me to do is create tables for all of my data. Everything that I have is in a table. So all of my AIO tables are built here for my prompts, my posts, bot, my APIs. So if I go to enter an API key that I go and save from an app, I'll come over here, and this is just for my API keys. I enter the site name and I drop the API key or client secret or wherever it is, submit it, and then that goes directly into my database of API keys that I can use here. Same with Postbot, okay? So stuff like this is just one of those that is really a form to mimic, styles and personalities when they go to create posts. But really all it is a grid view. In grid view is a big spreadsheet with all the data of the posts that it makes. So same with guest invites. If I invite people to a show, I might decide what episode, what their handle is, what their guest email is. And then when they fill in that data, I get a episode chart of everything and dates and times and people. So it's basically the idea here as well. The beauty of this app is it also lets me embed other apps into it. So I can come over here, and if I want to go and make an image real quick, I can come and create an image in one of my other apps like 1 Minute AI, where I can do a lot of different stuff. So back to this one though real quick. Let me just, no, it's breaking. So there's obviously a mess of stuff here that's not working. If I were to retry this and see if it can regenerate the video, I have a feeling it's just not interpreting the prompt correctly. So it's going to bug out. It's just wigging out. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, it's tricky. It really comes down to what you're going to do with it and how you're going to use it. I'm sure we could find ways to tap the Suno AI at some point. They're likely to give access for people to download files. I've seen a couple of Chrome extensions too that are kind of slick, where you're in the app, you can just click in the upper browser. If you go to the Chrome extensions and search for Suno Downloader, there were a couple I saw the other day that looked pretty cool. Some are kind of sloppy, but so this is trying to generate again, just to see if it's going to work. And if it doesn't, there's obviously something in my prompting that's not working right. So I would have to go back and recreate the prompt. But I'm going to redo that video real quick in a minute just to show them, at least Pink Unicorn, how she can create scripts. And let's just play around with that. I want to kind of play with this prompt. And actually, this is another way. I do this a lot too. We could do double duty here if I wanted to. I could literally have the AI start the prompt conversation. And I do that at times by doing stuff like this. Create a prompt that could be used to generate a script from a simple idea, or a simple idea for a video. Okay, that could generate a full 1 minute narrative. Okay, from a simple idea for a video. That's kind of how we want to do this, right? So what I do here is I then let GPT, here's a prompt that I could use. Okay, great. Ready to complete 1 minute narrative script for a video based on the following idea. Insert idea here. Guess where that goes. Okay. And we'll just go with this. This is why I love GPT, because if I can't figure out what works, then I simply come over here and I replace, and we'll act as a video producer because we do want them to be someone who is, of the knowledge. And then we're just going to take that insert video idea here. And what is the idea? Well, it's right here. So we simply drop that there. We save it. And now we could run it again. Now, in this case, I'm going to have to come over here and probably copy another line over because there isn't one. So since we're not getting the results we want, I'm just going to wipe this whole form out. I'm going to go down through these three. Not helping me at all here, even though they're not bad script prompts. I don't need them. So I'm going to head back to the video script idea submission. Okay, that was the first one. I don't need that. We'll go to this one, submit another response. Same email. Now, this would normally run if it was running outside of manual, which I'm doing right now. Again, a girl walking a dog through a park. Okay, and submit. And then what we're gonna get here is a line in the chart. Okay, and then I'm gonna want to go and run this. Even though it's on demand, it should actually run one within a couple of minutes. If I have it running on, well, it's on demand. If I had it running every 1 minute, it would just go through that every time something came in. It would check every 60 seconds for a new entry. And if it found one, it would go ahead and produce the content. Uh-oh. Did I get a null? Yeah, I must have. All right, let's see what happened here. Oh, it went down to line 4, that's why. That's an issue that you have to watch when it comes to where these go. So let's just choose where to start. We're going to go all, and it's going to go look for the nearest one, and it should go. Oh, I got to do it still. All right, let's choose the right one. I just got to choose it manually. It's going to be row 4. Oh, no items. What happened? Okay, we're just going to move this. It's probably because it's already down here. This is one of the things you have to watch for when you're resetting. Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, what are you doing? See, these are these damn new forms they create. Hold on a sec. Oh, that's why it's not letting me take the data out of the form. Okay, let's do this again. I'm going to try to run this on autopilot. I'm just going to do this. Come on. Oh, I don't like this. All right, let's save that. So it's going to run every minute if we add one of these in. So I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, this one's cat, so we know we got it. Okay, we should get something out of this. It'll be a minute before it runs. Well, whatever clock it's on, so we'll just wait for it. All right. Yeah, let's get together today if you're available, Aaron. We can see about getting your hosting up anyway. If you want to do that, that's easy stuff. I could set you up an account. You can start playing around. Again, I have a built-in site builder. If you wanted to go like WordPress automations, you could get a WordPress build going out there and use some of those as well. I don't use a lot of WordPress anymore nowadays because it's just a pain in the butt. There's so much overhead on that system. All right, this thing should be running already. Let's see. Nothing there though. I'm just gonna run it. What? All right, these are the ones that really bug me. Looks like it didn't take the submission. There it is. Yeah, it took the submission. So why didn't it do it? And yet it says there's no items available. Okay. Let's see. Form response, yes. Limit 1. Oh, that's probably right. I'm going to do a button. Let's see if it'll pick up any of these. Oh, you little booger. It's not making me look very good. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I'm going on watch new rows and not watch update rows. Okay, that's what it is. So I don't know what row am I on. It's probably on all kinds of different rows. Let's just do this. I gotta restart. If I do all, it should get them all, but I don't think it's going to work. Oh, all right, let's do this. I'm going to start a new trigger. We're going to use an add row. Triggers when a new row is added or updated. Watch changes. Triggers when a cell is updated. I could use a lot, that's why. I don't want to create anything. Let's, I mean, it's watching new rows. That's really all I can do. Or watch changes, I guess. Watch any changes made. Oh, see, it wants me to create a webhook then. I don't want to do it that way. We'll just go with the watch new rows. I will go with the limit too. Oops. Okay. Choose manually, see if it's got anything to pick up. Okay. For some reason, it's not connecting to that sheet. I don't know if it has something to do with this, the way this form is building out. So it would mean the next one would be here, I'm guessing. Right? Well, let's find out. I'm just going to do the mail at example. It's one you can use whenever you need to. Okay. All of them. Just got to make sure I got everything. Oh. This is what I thought. It kind of broke in that last. Why are you doing this, man? Okay. That should work a little better. Okay. Wow, I don't know what's going on. This should only be a 1. Really weird. That's super weird, man. All right. Well, this is what happens. Oh, I know it. It's only because it's in the... I know why. All right. This one's on. Should fire. We have an error. We have an incomplete. Those are the reasons. Scenario verification failed. Yeah, that's what we had earlier. Okay. So let's give it a shot. What was our summary bot? Or is it? Should I get up top? There we go. Oh, that was the other one. No, we made a new one. Why didn't it show up at the top? Did we not? There it is. Okay. Dun, Just making sure we got them here. Okay. We got that. We got that. Seeing this one didn't work right because it only gave us a number 1 and a number 11. So I don't even know what those are from. So we got a weird issue here. Let's go back here. So what I'm going to do in a case like this is if I've got an issue with the way these are coming through, because it looks like here some of them went through and then a bunch of them didn't. I got 4 responses, and then I got the mail at example response with 5 responses. But if I view it in sheets, there's nothing there. So let's try dumping the responses. I could actually disconnect the sheet as well if I want. So let's, no, I'm not going to unlink it. We're going to leave it like that, and we'll see what happens with the form this time. So, mail at example, and a girl walking, oops. Okay, that got in there. Now let's see what happens here. This should actually run. I'm going to run it. Man, what is going on? It's not finding the row for some reason. Oh, you know what it is? Yeah, see, I don't want this dang group either. I'm confused. It shouldn't be breaking like this. This is a weird, really weird. I mean, this should just go. I don't need an ID. I just want to choose where it's at, but it won't find it. It's like there's no item there. That's whack. Ah, shoot. All right. Well, we're bugged. It's not that I'm not, it's not even that, Aaron. What's really weird here is that it's almost like this thing's broke because it shouldn't be stopping here. It should literally, it's getting the data. It can't find the line, and I should be able to tell it what line to go on. So I'm gonna honestly just bail from make and try to come back in there in a minute because there's obviously something not working right. And I'm gonna detach the form. So what I'm going to basically do is detach the form from the script, and I can get back to my form. Okay. I'm going to unlink the form. I'm going to delete all responses. Okay, you want to sure you delete all the form responses. This action cannot be done. Already sent to the spreadsheet, will not be deleted. Okay, so it doesn't respond anything inside the spreadsheet. So that's all still there. We're going to delete all this. And you notice how it's coming in on like lines 4, 5, and whatever. It shouldn't be doing that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to unlink the form. Okay, so I've unlinked it. Now I've still got the form. I'm going to go back and I'm going to relink. I'm going to select an existing spreadsheet. I should be able to find that one right there. Insert. Waiting for responses. Okay, see, this is, notice how I don't have that group anymore? I have a feeling I broke it with a group in some way. So what I want to do here is go to a link. I'm going to shorten it, copy it, head over here. That's fine doing. This is the one I want to be in. Okay, let's do this again. mail@example.com and a girl walking a dog through the park. All right, submit. There it is. We'll go to, oh, we don't have it. Dumped it. All right, somehow we closed make, that's right. So I'm going to reopen make here. I'm just going to wait and see if it runs on its own, which it should. So we have the, here. It's on and running, supposedly. There it goes. Okay, so it just ran at 11:19, right? So we should have gotten a response, but look what it did. It stopped at GPT. What I suspect is I may be out of tokens at GPT. It's running, but it's not doing anything. So let's see what's happening over here. That could be what it is. I didn't even think of that. And the way we do this, we want to get to their API center. They keep changing this. It's like so ridiculous. So you have to be in the developer platform. Let's see, it's probably a billing issue. I'm guessing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? See, they keep moving stuff. It's like, really? They can't keep one site. Oh, God, I tell you. Oh, I got money on there. So that should be working just fine. So something's going on with Make right now where it's literally not processing. You see how it's stuck? It's just not doing anything. It's not going to this step, which should simply take the data. See if it's broke here again. No. It's just not taking the next step. It's like, why not? The video script idea was there, wasn't it? Or did it not even gather that? It looks like it didn't even get that right. Rows with headers. I got the headers. That's so whack. I'm getting there. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. It should be pulling the form response. Oh well, Aaron, looks like I broke it. I don't know what I did to it. I could try building a new one, I guess, because it was working just fine. It just decided to stop working. I guess that's all I can do let's try to save this. I mean, it processed it and everything, but it just would not run this. Let's see, a girl walking a dog through. This is, again, we can do it manually as well, and then run it, and it's going to create the script. Why it stopped there, I have no idea, and why it wouldn't keep running. Okay. I don't know how this is going to work. Because if I create one with a script, okay, at least the script here can be 3,500. We'll just try it. See if that works. And see if it builds it up. Now, the other problems could be the markup language that is included in the text. That's all the asterisks and hashtags and backslashes and slashes. That could contribute to the prompt errors, because they really don't need to be there. And sometimes that's difficult to pull away from the prompt. But let's see what it does. You can only hope for the best. So I'll go back, once I figure out what the error is in Make, I'll go back and cut another short video on how to do this. All right. Till the 14th. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that then. If you got that, it shouldn't take long. Let me know what you got. Like, how much stuff do you have on Bluehost? We'll talk about that. So I can't seem to get the whole screen. It's like it's scrolling out. There we go. Kicked out of the slider phenomena. No problem. All right, and it's not even the, it's not the tool. Believe me. But why this is breaking, I have no idea. It's just not working with that prompt. So what we can do another way. Okay, let's pull up ChatGPT. So we're gonna clean this prompt up. What we're gonna do is clean up this prompt to be a simple script with no descriptors or outside context. Okay, and I quote it thrice, and then it's just going to go through, bam, bam, and it should clean it up quite a bit. Plain text. These are just voiceover sections. That seems a little more like it. All right. So once that's done, that should be it. Just going to copy, go back over here again. Images, custom, avatar, next step, script input, bam. Take out these hashes. Okay, something like that. I can't imagine this not working. If it doesn't, I don't know what will. And it could be the site's messed up. Maybe there's a connection on the back end of the site that's not working with OpenAI. It might be broke this morning, stuff like that. So we just have to wait it out and see. And if this doesn't generate, I'm just going to take a break. Because I can only do so many of these, right? I'm Let's step out of the virtual room and it should work. That's right. Yeah, I get it. We don't have to talk about it here. All right. But yeah, we do want to get together here soon. I'm available all week, Aaron, so I'm just going to be creating some videos. I don't know if you saw my latest endeavor. Oh, no, it's breaking. So there's something going on the back end. Um, I don't know what's going on with this system right now, but these obviously aren't at all working. I don't think it ate up any of my tokens, but you can see on this system like how this works is as you're banging through it. I haven't been billed out since the 2nd of January. Let me see. I might actually be waiting. Yeah, I got credits. So I don't need any credits. I haven't used my credits for the month yet. Those kick in on 13th. So you can see how the credits bang down as you go. It's all a matter of creating images and avatars and things on the back end. And I only get so many credits a month. So that's typical in a lot of these. But it seems like this is not going to generate with the script that I did, no matter how. And it could even be, let's just go with an AI image video without anything but a plain food style and then do a script. Put that in there and see without doing my own, because it could be that I broke my style, what I created. We won't use a brand kit either, and just see if this works. Could very well be that the style I created as a custom style is what's breaking it, because I created a style it doesn't understand. And if this doesn't work, I gotta contact the guys at ZebraCat. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna bail and go record an in-house video for Pink and get that back out before I'm done today. But I'll probably just kill this video, only because we had some issues with. But it shows you, you know, that even no matter how hard you try to put things together with AI and APIs, there are going to be issues testing. There are going to be breaks in the system that don't work right, or you're using bad authorizations, or you're just missing a colon, for God's sake. I mean, it could be a lot of little things, but in this case, I'm doing everything by the book, and I'm selecting what I need from the systems, and yet it's not delivering. So I'm kind of dumbfounded as to why ZebraCat's not producing an output. Maybe ZebraCat's broke at the moment, because I know that happens over there. With a lot of prompting and a lot of generations, these systems can go down for short periods of time because of load and, you know, heavy use. You get a lot of people out there, commands are banging against each other in the API, and you just close connections. So let's see if it makes it. But after this, I'm going to wrap it up. Go actually record a short video and put that one up on YouTube showing how we would build a quick script using an AI component. But at least we've done that. I mean, even if we weren't able to generate the video here, you would have a script based on an idea that would help you develop your content out. Now, like in your case, Aaron, you use poetry. So I can have it create a poem based on a concept. And there within lies a simple build for you where we just do a form, and it's not a creative endeavor by any means. It's a let's see how well AI can produce poetry. And you create that same type of form with a prompt that says, okay, take this idea and create a poem for me. And if you want to decide what type of poem you want to do, oh, look at that, it worked. So we actually have a video with a title. Now it came in with the word title. Now I can come over here and change that with regards to the actual voiceover. You can see here they got the word title in here, which we probably shouldn't have. So I'm going to take that out. Opening scene shouldn't be in there, obviously. None of this stuff should be in there as far as opening scene calls, voiceover calls. All this kind of stuff should just be like what's talked about. Otherwise, they've got all this other content in here that does not need to be there. A bunch of 1 minute garbage, duration garbage. I mean, this is kind of smack, where I would have to go through and make sure I pull out all these VOs. All the scene one stuff is bogus. I don't need any of these voiceover labels. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I don't need any of these scene calls. This is, I love it when I'm doing a video and I have my hiccups kick in. That makes for good video. Okay, delete that. Delete the VO. And again, this, I would probably take all this stuff out as far as the text calls go, but I'm going to leave them in there just for the sake of it. I don't know why, I just kind of want to see what it does, so I simply update the voice. Okay, and then my text should, I like prompts that are cool and look neat, so I like to make them a little bigger than they typically are in the setup. In this case, what did it do? Okay, so we restart. Fresh. What? Okay, it didn't fix it. So I gotta update the voice again. Sometimes you gotta do it twice in order for it to work. Probably should have paused the video before I did that. I may break it. Okay, refresh. There we go. So this will be the video going on. You may not be able to hear this. Let's see if we have something I can pump out. Yeah, I should be able to. Well, you may be able to hear this anyway. Let's see what you get. Voiceover. So you get the idea. This isn't really what we were shooting for, but it went ahead and put some cool images in there. It's not a golden retriever, but you would think that there's a golden retriever, so that's good. The consistency of characters is another issue that you'll run into a lot. Now, one thing we can do, and why it shows a hamburger is no idea. I don't like this bouncy, jumpy viewpoint that they've given me in this mode, and that's something that's based on the template you decide to work with. This is something that I would not use with regards to the video production. So I would probably go back in, change the music, and here's where we can change some of the animation styles with the zoom out and zoom in. The inspiring's probably more, but we can even just do a none and change the animation right through the whole thing so that it just gets rid of all this bouncy stuff, which I'm just not a fan of. So I would say maybe go with inspiring and change all the scenes that way. And then if we go back to the beginning, you may find here it's a little different twist, a little different zoom pattern. And then if we stop again and want to change scenes, we can go into each individual scene and decide what footage we want to use, whether it's stock footage, AI generated footage, and whether we want it to be animation, realism, whatever. So gives us full creativity, and there's other apps like this obviously out there, a lot of them, and I'll be showing some of those as we move ahead. But like I said, I was coming out here to try and build something real quick for my friend Pink, and we'll see what happens. All right, the fun of achieving through persistence. Yeah, that's right, dude. Let's see. We're working 2 days, automated 2 hour job. And my boss using the bot I made for years, at least 10 hours of work every week, done in minutes. That's right. And, you know, some of the bots we're making, I'm going to get into those later today. I'm going to come back out here and show you guys some of the stuff we're building right now inside AIO, which is really where our premier bots are going to be in two places. And that's here at AIO and over at AIO chatbots. So when it comes to building anything AI, two of the places you'll be going are here, which I haven't finished this website yet. So just fill in your name in the contact form. That'll get you some within the list of people that are interested. The other is AIO agents. And again, this stuff is going to come out later where we walk in here and actually show people how these agents work in various industries and how we build them and how they work through conversational stages to get things done. This was just a simple example of how we can use AI within a workflow to generate content you know, within seconds, honestly, like this, a video script that can then be stored within, and let's go ahead and store that. If we run that last module, actually it should have ran. Yeah, see, I would have to go back to row number 1 or 2 or whatever. And it's based on how you set it up. If you want to do a setup in a Google spreadsheet, that's fine. But I highly recommend working in a database structure or a system that allows you, like AI table, Airtable, anything like that, to just build tables upon tables upon tables. Google Sheets are great. They're secure. They're a little less organized, you might say, than a lot of stuff, but they also have an AI component built in as well. So who knows? Could go a lot of ways. But that's all I got for now. I'm gonna kind of bail the screen share here. Like I said, I was just trying to get out and do a few videos, but this one didn't go as planned, so I'm gonna scrap this. I'm not gonna save this video by any means because it's not really worth hanging on to. I would just confuse people that come out here to try and use this stuff and see that it's not working. So what I'm gonna do is redo the video in private, in the in-house, and get a nice little clean video that'll work out there. But this kind of gives me an idea of what I can work out as far as bugs go. So yeah, Aaron, give me a shout. Let's see what I got. Yeah, let me know what your results are. Let's get together so I can find out what you've been doing with them, because I'd like to see. All right, dude, we'll talk with you later. I'll be out here again probably in a little bit. I just want to go figure out why that's not working like it should, and I'll probably just start a fresh feed and run through it real fast so that I can get it done. And the wind's picking up around here. We're supposed to get like 60-mile-an-hour winds today out of the north. It's not looking good. I suspect we may lose power at some point today. So, all right, we'll talk to you later, Aaron. Have a good day, but let's get together so we can decide what it is you need next. And maybe a couple of workflows that we can figure out on our own. All right, dude. See you around. Take care.